teacher Chiqui. I am here to share with you some ideas about educational planning. These ideas could help students taking their studies in master's degree. Before I start our main topic for this video, let us first talk what is educational planning and importance of educational planning. Educational planning can be defined as the process of setting out in advance strategies, policies, procedures, programs, and standards through which an educational objective can be achieved. The development in technology and increase in complexity of educational system have made educational planning an absolute necessity. Educational planning is of pivotal importance because it makes assurance in the institution's success. It considers the significant issues, constraints, conditions, and factors of education. Focus are on potential objectives, goals, and resources. We have to have our learning outcomes clearly planned. We ought to always have a clean view of what we expect the learner to achieve by the time he or she graduates each grade. Our learning outcomes are the bedrock of the entire educational system, without which it can be compared to driving a car endlessly without setting a destination. Just like our school principal, always telling us, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And now, for our main topic, which are the stages of educational planning, we have here the process of educational planning. The first process is the pre-planning. Pre-planning stage is the preparation for planning. It starts with the creation of a right planning organization, establishment of planning procedures, and setting up the procedures for the collection and analysis of statistical data required for planning. The next is the planning stage. In this stage, the planner must do the following principal steps: the diagnosis, formulation of policy, costing of the future need, target setting, and feasibility testing. Let's talk about diagnosis. Once the main objectives are defined, the first step to be taken by the education planner is to find out whether the objectives are aligned to the current educational system of the country. Next is formulation of policy. After the diagnosis of existing education situation, it would highlight defects and deficiencies which are to be corrected so as to ensure relevance, effectiveness, and efficiently. The costing of future needs give an indication of the total financial outlay which should be available in the policy needs are to be satisfied. In target testing, any educational planner should take stock of resources available to educational development from various sources and feasibility testing. The targets are set according to needs that have identified and the priorities assigned. But another serious look is necessary to ensure whether they are consistent and feasible. The plan formulation stage. The purpose of this planning stage is to present a set of decisions to the appropriate national authorities for approval and to provide a line point for action by the various agencies responsible for implementing this decision. For both purposes, the authority and the agencies concerned required to be informed as to what is proposed, why it is proposed, and how the proposal are going to be implemented. In plan elaboration stage, before the implementation starts, the educational plan has to be elaborated so that individual action units becomes more clearly identified. The plan implementation stage. In this point, you have to implement what the educational planner have planned. Do what is planned. The last stage is the plan evaluation, revision, and testing. In this stage, the implementer will evaluate whether the plan is effective or not, revise what must need to change, and test the new plan. Before I end this video, let's sum up the stages of educational planning. 1. Pre-planning. 2. Planning stage. 3. Diagnosis. 4. Formulation of policy. 5. Costing of future needs. 6. Target setting. 7. Feasibility testing. 8. Plan formulation. 9. Plan elaboration. 10. Plan implementation. And lastly, plan evaluation, revision, and testing. And that's all. I hope you learned something from me. Bye! Ano yun? Umpisa ko?
Before I end this